alone! Ah!
Hey everyone, this is Phil. Today we're reviewing the special edition version of the WeiLong V9. So I don't know if it's the WeiLong V10 or if it's just another version of the WeiLong V9. This is a collaboration between MoYu and TheCubicle shop. I believe how this works is any shop can go to the manufacturer and say, hey, I want a bunch of these made. And if they make enough of them, MoYu is like, okay, let's do it. So this is what they made. So I'm going to show it to you today and explain to you why I think it's a very, very good cube. Obviously, I've opened this already, I cubed on stream with it, and I just kept getting 7s and 8s, and it was just a really happy experience. This was like the happiest stream I've ever done, because it was just really good times.
Wow.
So the cube is unwrapped and lightly lubed, but this is roughly what the unboxing experience looks like. You get a cube and the accessory box. I think this is an older packaging that MoYu used perhaps for like bigger cubes or something. This is not the original packaging for the WeiLong V9, but doesn't really matter. I think it looks pretty good. Standard accessories. The only thing that we really care about is this, and perhaps the screwdriver. On the outside, it feels like it's the WeiLong V9. If you peek inside, you'll notice that this has blue internals, and that sets it apart from the turquoise internals that the original cube has. So now we're gonna go over the differences of this cube. But honestly, I have to turn it first. It just feels so nice. It's just very crisp. All right, so let's get the paper out. We're gonna explain what this cube is. So this is the regular V9 right here, and then this is the special edition one. Okay, cool. This one is $42.99. This is $43.99. So they both have ball cores, and then this one has repelling edge magnets. Okay, and this one does not have repelling edge magnets. And then this one also has maglev. And this one does not have maglev, it has springs. So you'll notice that this special edition is actually unteched. I don't know if that's a word. We're just gonna put that here. Yeah, I don't know. But it just has less technology, but for some reason, it feels better. The question is, what does the removal of the tech actually do for the performance of the cube? And I think it actually does a lot. I think it slows the cube down, and I think that's a big problem the WeiLong V9 kind of has. The problem is solvable, by the way. It's not like the problem exists forever, but when you first get the cube, it sometimes gives you the problem to solve, which is, how do I slow this cube down? Not everyone experiences this, but most people I know that have talked to me about it say that they take pretty aggressive measures to slow the cube down. So what I did was, when I unboxed the special edition cube yesterday on stream, I clicked 4 times on the elasticities, did not tension it, and just dropped some Wave 4 lubricant inside, and the cube is fine. So from an ease of setup, ease of usage perspective, this cube is a lot easier to use. I think this is a lot friendlier to the speed cuber who just wants a good cube and who wants to just like go. This brings me to the next topic, which is more of a philosophical discussion. What is flagship? Okay, what is flagship? This is an important question, and the answer to this question, depending on how factories answer this, will determine what cubes will come out in the future and how they'll look. So one definition of flagship is a cube that has all the technology the company can muster inside, so it's the fanciest expression of good engineering. The WeiLong V9 is an example of that. It's just missing adjustable magnets, but it has a dual adjustment system, it has repelling magnets, it has maglev. It's just loaded with all the tech. But maybe some people, or maybe even most people, think that all the tech is not necessary and there's a better way to arrange the cube so that it's more optimized for performance. So the other definition of flagship is the best combination of features that a factory can produce in order to make the best possible cube. And I think for the WeiLong V9, the best combination of features is actually this. This is way better than the stock one. So I think at some point, MoYu especially needs to decide, do we just make all these different versions and then detect some of them and make special editions? Or do we do the following? 1 Rubik's Cube and 2 Rubik's Cubes. Okay, so Jesse and I just talked about this, and we have different design philosophies for this product, so I'll explain each of our philosophies, and maybe you can decide which one you agree with. I'm just gonna put me here and Jesse over here. So I think that one thing can be standard, and then the other one can be optimized, right? So this is an example of the optimized one, and the standard one is just this one without any of the features, just simple magnets and at a low price point. So that way, if you want the optimized one, you know for sure you're gonna get this one, and if you're on a budget, you can just get this one without having to worry about the cost. Jesse believes that the base model should be optimized, and this one should be full tech, which means the second version just has all the available technology crammed into it, and it's available at a higher price point. Basically, if you just want the best expression of the cube, you can get this one, and there is no standard, because if there was, then it would have an identity conflict with the RS3 Super. And I guess in his scale, the role of the budget cube is to be the standard version of all cubes that the company makes. So these are two different design philosophies. It would be cool if things came out like this, but again, we're not in control. We appreciate everything MoYu makes. It's just kind of weird to see a cube that has less technology at $1 more. So we went through all the philosophical discussion about the cube. I think one big thing that cubers want to know is, I don't care about this thing, should I get the cube? And my short answer to that is yes. I had such a great time on this cube. My solve times were very, very good. My movement was very, very good. I didn't have to take too much effort to set the cube up. It was very much plug and play. Unlike the more challenging WeiLong V9, this cube comes a lot easier to use, and my times on the stream showed it. Yeah, in short, if you don't have the WeiLong V9, and you want one, I highly recommend this. This is a great version of the cube. If you have the WeiLong V9 already, you might have to kind of decide how much work you want to do on it. If you're happy with it and you don't feel like you need to mod it, then that's completely good. If you feel like you do, you can either acquire pieces from another cube to kind of unmagnet the edge and then find some springs, or you can take the easy way out and you can get this thing. The last thing is, this is, of course, they call it a special edition or a limited edition. We don't exactly know how limited this is. MoYu, if requested enough, I think maybe they'll make more of them. This is a good product, and I think it's too good to be limited to the world. So I think yesterday I found my new main. This is a cube I'm going to go to for a competition and for future live streams. This made me really happy, and maybe you can try it too. Catch you later.